Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here, back with a little more Darkwood footage. And when we left off, I was returning to my house with some gasoline for the generator. It was, I guess, sort of late afternoon on day one. I was going to stop showing the beginning of the game at that point, but I kept playing and I went ahead and recorded some more, and I decided to go ahead and make another video. So this will be an edited video showing the end of day one up until dawn of day 4. Some things happened that I thought I would go ahead and show. So this is the result. Now you can see my cone of vision there that's out in front of me. It's kind of turning an orange color. That means that dawn, or not dawn, that means that dusk is happening, the night is approaching, and you don't want to be outside of your house when that happens. So definitely get back to your house when you start to see this color. Hopefully you're not too far from your house. There you can see the workbench. You can see there's some storage space in the middle, and most importantly right here I made myself a weapon from some boards and some nails. So I have a board with some nails in it now for a weapon. During that first night I found in the menus I found a journal. There are some pages torn out, but the entries that are there basically reveal that this is in fact the unconscious man from the first part of the game, from the prologue. And he talks about how he escaped from the stranger's hut, who saved him and then tortured him and stole his key. And the key is important for escaping the woods. So basically you have to find the stranger's hut again and get your key back. But right now this is the night of day one, and so we are very far from that goal. You kind of have to do what you can during the night. While it's nighttime, you have to do what you can inside the house. You can see me, I was moving the wardrobe in front of the hole in the wall like that would be a good defense. I don't think it would work that way, but the important part of this little clip is you can hear that musical chord sort of fading up in the background, and you will notice that my cone of vision is now turning that orange color again, kind of reddish orange this time. That means that dawn is happening. So it is now day 2. And that is the only time I think that the game auto saves. There's no way to save your game manually, and I think the game auto saves only at dawn. So I headed out to do a little more exploration. I headed to the east. I found some burned houses, and wandering around those burned houses were some wild dogs. One at a time, they're not too bad to deal with, but if there's more than one, it seems ill-advised to go up against more than one at a time. There was one in that house, and then another one came wandering out of the woods over here. It took me a little bit to discover the proper method of approaching these dogs. And when you loot the dead dogs, you get some meat, which can be thrown. I guess maybe you could eat it too, I don't know, but you can throw the meat to distract a dog or dogs, as you will see here. Not right now, but I'll show you that here in a few. There's just another dog, and they are injuring me. So I'm going to use, I forget if it's, I might use some pills or I might use a bandage, but anyway, I heal myself here. But while I am doing so, the screen kind of gets dark. It's not nighttime, but it is a rainstorm. I don't know how many types of weather there are. This may be the only type of weather. But a rainstorm is approaching, and there it is. I don't know if this affects anything gameplay-wise. Here's a tent that I found with multiple dogs around it. And at this point, I'm kind of nervous about the screen getting darker. I wasn't really sure how late in the day this was, so I was kind of heading generally back toward the house. It's still raining when I get to the house, and I had to get inside and repair my weapon because using it on those dogs eventually broke it, or it's close to breaking anyway. I probably would have gotten another swing or two out of it, but I'm having to use some of my items to repair my weapon. I'm also putting some things in storage here so I can afford to pick up more. And I would like to save some boards to make to repair the well outside, but I feel like repairing the weapon is definitely more important. So I went on back out. It's still basically daytime, even though it's dark and rainy. There's an elk who doesn't appear to be hostile unless you get too close. So I just avoided him. But finally, it started getting dark again, and I headed back toward the house. I'm still not sure if there's a way to run in this game. I don't know what it is. I don't like to look at controls unless I'm really, really confused. So I haven't actually looked at the controls. Unfortunately, when I returned to the house, I realized that I had stupidly left my generator running all day long. And so it was using the precious gasoline, and it did not appear to have enough gasoline to make it through the night. I had put some gasoline in storage, I believe. I don't know why I think that in front of the door is going to do any good. Yeah, I have gasoline in storage, and I have 2 gasolines already on me, so head back out and gas up the generator. But look how dark it's getting. And this little mistake here is going to cost me, as you will see. Equipping the gasoline, refilling the generator. I should have used one of the maybe if I had used one of the more full cans instead of that one, it would have been okay. But I took the time to pour this extra gasoline, and you're about to see what happens when you're outside the house at night. So I'm heading back toward the door, but something is there just immediately, and took like a quarter of my health away with one hit. I'm doing some damage to him too, and I almost kill him, but he got me. So what happens now? I didn't know if it would reload a checkpoint, what would happen there, but what it does is you wake up basically at the beginning of day 2, I think. Yeah, and there's a man standing there, a merchant, a guy with a hood, and you can obviously buy and sell things from him. to him, but he also, if you are holding particular items, you can show them to him and he will react to them. But what I ended up doing was selling a flare and buying I think 5 planks of wood, so I could keep repairing my weapon. And then also I can I think I can repair the well outside. There we go. You need 4 planks of wood to do that. So now it says I can drink, and I'm getting a little plus sign up there in the upper left hand corner. I don't know if that means it would heal me if I was hurt or what that means exactly. So I went back out to do some more exploring. I don't know if this is still day 2 or if this is day 3. We'll eventually see here. I can't remember, but I'm going to try the throwing meat trick to distract these dogs. It doesn't seem to get them at first. So there they go. There, I guess they're smelling the meat. And there are backpacks and such on the ground over here by the tent. So get some more gasoline. I got a little paranoid about how long the meat would serve as a distraction, so I went ahead and threw some more out there. And finally headed off. And you can see that night is falling again. I cut out a bunch of things. I mean, I found a bunch of different landmarks and things on the map. Looted some stuff, but I cut most of that out. Heading back to the house to turn on the generator, which obviously I remembered to turn it off that time when I left the house, so that was good. And so I'm sitting here in the dark. There's really not much I can do. And there's a knock on the door, which is kind of creepy. I had turned the lamp off because I wasn't sure if having more lamps going would run out the generator faster. That probably doesn't make any sense, but at the time I was thinking that. And I couldn't find the door. I forgot I have a flashlight. Or do I have a flashlight at this point? I can't remember. I don't think I do, actually. And there's an invitation out there. We invite you to a celebration behind the cornfield in the southeastern edge of the dry meadow. Seems ominous. And so, there you go. Here we are. This is day 4. So when I woke up after being incapacitated, that was day 3. And dawn is breaking on day 4. So this is really kind of it. This is kind of all I wanted to show. I wasn't sure whether this game involved escaping from the woods or if it was something where you needed to fortify your house and just survive. I guess it's kind of a combination of the two, really. The trader is back here at dawn on day 4, so I don't know if that means he shows up every dawn or maybe not. I don't know, but it's good to have this trader, because it seems like anyway that you don't walk fast enough to be able to cover big sections of the map. So you won't be able to explore very far during a particular day, unless something changes. Maybe you get a bicycle or a motorcycle or some sort of vehicle, I don't know. Or maybe you can find other houses and make bases all over the map. Maybe that's the case. But anyway, here's the trader again, and this is kind of all I wanted to show. This is a very cool atmospheric game. It is creepy. When that knock on the door happened, I was definitely creeped out by that. I wasn't sure whether I should answer the door or not. But hey, I got a party invitation, so how bad could it be? I'm sure they're all the cornfield, and the invitation makes me think of Children of the Corn. So there's probably a bunch of crazy, there's probably like a crazy children's cult over there waiting to feed me to some kind of a god of the corn. Yeah, I've seen too many movies. But I do like this game. It's a cheaper game. It's not a full price game. And I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, hopefully this has been enjoyable to you. I may or may not make more videos of this, but I definitely will keep on playing. And yeah, so if this looks interesting to you, check it out. But for now, this will do it for Darkwood. Thanks for watching.